Day 720 being Christopher Cruz, just a long video talking about this amazing thing. And I wanted to do a video. So as we were like wrapping up at the end of the day, our head pastor and his wife and kids, they were getting ready to leave, and I was moving the thing, and it was really cool. He came over to me and gave me like a bro hug, and hey man, how you doing? Like, you doing all right on gas? Because the other day he was like, why aren't you there? And I wasn't gonna lie, and I told him I don't have enough money for gas to get there and back. And I was so annoyed. It was like, I was so frustrated, so annoyed. And that was like my breaking point where I was like, fuck all this. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm done with this internship. I'm done going to church. Like, I'm done. And the rest of the day in the classes, I was just totally disconnected and frustrated and annoyed and angry. And then I read the Bible, and it snapped me out of it. The next day, woke me the frick up, which is what I desperately needed. It wasn't the next day, it was that day. And so yeah, he came over and just like really, really encouraging, and he's so genuine, and he's been through a lot, like, the stories he tells, and just you could tell, with his soul, he's been through a lot, and he's got so much wisdom, and I really, respect him and look up to him. And he was like, man, just what you're going through, like, God is going to be rewarding you. Like, he's training you for something big, and don't let the small things stop you from thinking big and going after something big. And he's like, this is part of the process. Like, God's got you where he wants you. All things that I talk about, and he's like, and I just want you to know, like, your name comes up a lot with all the leaders. We have your name comes up a lot in a lot of conversations, and you have a future here. You have a future doing your own thing. He said, I have a feeling you're going to build something very big for God, and maybe that starts here at Fearless. But just know that, we're looking at you, we're watching you, and you're making a difference. And so it was just encouraging to know that, all the work that I'm doing and the dedication and everything that I'm doing doesn't go unseen. And I'm not doing it to be seen, but it's just good to know that, like, like, God's not the only one that sees it, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that was really, really cool of him to do that. And he had just talked to, tons of people after doing 2 services, so he didn't have to do that, but he just was like very intentional about what he was saying. And he's like, how do you ride a roller coaster? And I was like, oh my gosh, I tell my clients that all the time. And I was like, you could either put your hands up or white knuckle it. And he's like, yeah, you just got to put your hands up and laugh. And he's like, and that's what you do, and you do such a good job at it. So just keep going, and know, like, God is going to blow you away. But it was cool that he could see that, and say that you're going to build something huge for God. And it might start here at Fearless, but you're going to build something big for God. So yeah, that was really cool. Just encouraging, and I just did so good today at church. Before I got there, I started to get pissed off already. Like, someone was late, and I'm like, here we go. And I was annoyed, frustrated. I had to move all this freaking crap under the bleachers. Heavy, awkward to carry, like, just annoyed. I'm sweating. I don't want to be sweaty before church. And then I just, as I was walking, I remembered that image that I made yesterday. This one. It's like, this is who God called me to be. And this guy, he likes the hard work. He likes, carrying things. He doesn't complain about it. Oh, the camera, like, shifted. aggressively. Whatever. Um, and so when I remembered that image, I was like, okay, Chris, who are you going to be? The guy driving the Porsche, making a huge impact in the world, leading people back to God? What would his attitude be? And I was like, all right, let's do this. Started laughing. I was like, thank you, God. Thank you for this workout. I need it. And I was thinking, like, man, that guy, he would be excited to do the heavy lifting and all that kind of stuff because it makes him feel strong and he's fit, and so that was so helpful. And then throughout the services, I was really good, and then at the end when we had to tear down, not everyone wanted to do it, and they wanted to do it in their own unique way, and normally that would just piss me off so much. I'd be so annoyed and frustrated. I would have like snapped today if it was me last week. But instead I was just like, all right, it's all good. And I was laughing, having a good time, dragging like, huge rolls of fake grass around and sweating my ass off, and just but with a great attitude. And so yeah. And as I was getting off the highway while I was going to church, when I first got annoyed, I'm like, God, give me the strength. God, please, God, take this annoyance from me. Please, God, I don't have the strength to do it. I can't. I'm going to be pissed off all day. Please, I haven't even gotten there and I'm pissed off. Please, God, take this from me. Please give me your strength. Please. And then the rest of the day went amazing. So, yeah. That was super powerful. So, yeah, today was a super successful day. And, yeah, look at that. So cool. Dang, okay. All right, that's it.